Hello and welcome to the Slingshot channel. This is a short video to find out what happens when you shoot the steel arrow from the 1000 joule airgun against a AR500 plate. What is an AR500 plate? Well, I had to look it up myself because they're not common here in Germany. Actually, it wasn't easy to get one. These are steel plates from quality steel. This one is 1/4 inch thick. There are even thicker ones, I believe. And you use it like a gong to shoot with a powerful firearm. And then it sounds. And this one has been painted, I think, against rust. And we want to test what happens when you fire my steel arrow against it. This steel arrow is a serious projectile because its tip, it's made from a hardened center punch and it's stainless steel all the way. It weighs about 400 grams and it creates about 1100 joules of energy. But it has about 30 Newton seconds as a momentum, and momentum is important too. So this has only as much energy as a low-powered rifle or a high-powered handgun, but it has the momentum of an elephant gun. And all the momentum, all the force is focused on this tiny steel tip, which is a lot harder than even a steel-capped lead bullet. Here is where we hung up the plate. And of course I will have to shoot at an angle against it because this will ricochet, I think, absolutely. And therefore I want to hit it with a slight angle so it ricochets away like low and to the left, so I'm safe. And I have my new safety t-shirt on anyway. We will test if this works as planned with a normal crossbow, 175 pounds crossbow. I added a magazine, but that's doing nothing with the power. And if everything goes right, this will probably get a scratch and then the arrow needs to bounce back to the left and low. Well, it did bounce to the left and low, but of course it did nothing to the plate. You can see that the paint is a little bit scratched and that's it. But the force was high enough to destroy my expensive arrow. Yeah, that one is a goner. So what is my expectation? What do I think is going to happen? Well, I'm absolutely certain that it will create a dent in the steel plate. But I cannot imagine that this is in fact going to pierce a hole through the whole thing. I just don't think that an airgun can do that. But we'll find out. Alright kids, don't do this at home. Because there still is some risk of a ricochet hitting me. But, well, this is the Slingshot channel, anyway. And... what happened? It definitely was a hit. Let's inspect the damage. That is definitely more than just a dent. Actually, you know what? It did pierce a hole through it. Can you see it? Amazing. This is the back side. I admit it's not a big hole, but it is a hole. I think it was actually the deformation of the arrow that absorbed most of the energy. See how deeply this whole thing got rammed into the stainless steel tube and that it even widened the whole front part. Wow. Look folks, this is what momentum can do. Well, I think you guys have just witnessed the first homemade airgun that was able to pierce a hole into a 1/4 inch AR500 plate. And still it is legally a toy in Germany as the arrow glides over the barrel and is not pushed through the barrel. Ain't that great? By the way, I'm going to the video days on Thursday, so if you're there and you see me, say hello. I'm always happy to meet some fans. So, that's it for today. Hope you liked it. Thanks and bye-bye.